But the Dallas Mavericks, this was the best game to me and the most dominant game all of Christmas Day, all of NBA hoops. We had Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks without Kyrie Irving, his second best player on Dallas, playing against Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. And Devin Booker and Kevin Durant played like absolute garbage. They were so garbage that when they had the NBA highlights after the game, they had Luka and Grayson Allen's picture because Grayson Allen was like the only person that actually showed up for the Phoenix Buns. It was truly hilarious. Luka dropped 50 points, 6 rebounds, 15 assists, 4 steals, and 3 blocks. And he was even mad at the reporters because at the end of the night, he was letting them know, hey, y'all want to talk about my offense, but no one, you always want to give me crap about my defense, but y'all don't want to talk about me when I have 4 steals and 3 blocks and also drop 50 points. So shame, shame, shame on you.
Did you know?
And
Did you know Luka's 9-3 versus Devin Booker?
oh yeah, that's why they call him Devin
No,
Booker's dad.
Devin Booker's no. I mean, Devin Booker's 9-3 versus Luka. Devin Booker's beat Luka more than once. Devin Booker is 9-3 versus Luka in his career.
Yeah, but
But to turn over the new leaf.
Luka's
But
one.
I think on Christmas Day is when Luka's beat
Well,
him
yeah.
more.
Well, Luka beats him when it matters. He beats him on Christmas Day, and he beats him on the playoffs. So,
Ooh.
Game 7, Christmas Day, anytime it's a big game and it's not a random, da game, Luka's gonna own Devin
How do you
Booker.
feel about okay,
And
let's
I like that he wore a hat that said "I make great babies" because he was talking about his son Devin Booker, who's also a baby.
horrible. How do you feel about the Mavericks? Wait, did Kyrie play?
No,
What's wrong with Kyrie?
has his leg injured.
So,
He's nothing crazy. Like he should be back within the next 2 weeks. But
mm,
he did get injured. And then also Derek Lively, the center, the
yeah,
rookie
injured.
center. No, he's back, but he just came back. He had been out for like 3 weeks,
Damn.
so they had been missing like 2 or 3 starters for like the past month almost. But they're starting to come back now. They're starting to trickle back. So hopefully we get Kyrie back soon and can be back to 100%. But even then, Dallas is like a top 4, top 5 team in the West. And, on our TFTC Hoops episode, we'll definitely break down the rest of the league and go over the rankings. Because, a lot of people say that the Christmas Day games is kind of the start of the season for them when they start paying attention to basketball.
I can see that. I can see that. But I mean, this was an amazing game. Devin Booker and Kevin Durant didn't score anything. It was so bad that the
Oh,
NBA.
Luka scored 10,000 points.
That's
Yeah,
fast.
when he scored 50 this game, he got to 10,000 career points, and I think they said he was
Top 5 in scoring on Christmas Day.
top 4 in scoring on Christmas
Top
Day,
4, my bad.
and he was also like one of the 4 fastest players to get like 10,000 points. I think
Yep.
the fastest since MJ.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Luka's out here going crazy. I mean, it's crazy how Luke, no matter what Luka does, I think he's like top in scoring, top in all these categories, but he will never be the face of the NBA.
I mean, if LeBron retires, he very well
It's gonna be
could be
Jason
because it's
Tatum.
not going to be Jason
It
Tatum
is.
without a doubt.
I seen somebody said, I don't know. I seen on
He's not even the
the
best player on his team.
he is.
Jalen Brown's
No,
better.
he is. I
Jalen Brown's
think
better than Tatum.
what the hell did I see? I just seen a Jason Tatum interview where he talked and they were bringing up facts when they were like Jason Tatum's like has the most brand deals out of everybody in the NBA right now. They're pushing brands on Jason Tatum, and then on top of it, I forgot whose podcast it was. I think it was the Andre Iguodala podcast with Evan Turner. But he has that, and on top of that, with Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown's doing something with Donovan Mitchell, where like they're trying to like help the community type of thing, and like
I haven't seen.
he's focused more on that, like helping the community with Devin Booker. Like so,
Who needs to help Devin Booker
in
with
the
his jump
in the
shot?
future, I can see him and Devin Booker being on the same team together.
Who?
But Devin Booker and Jalen Brown, because Jalen Brown and him,
Oh
they doing
yeah,
it.
I mean, I could definitely see it, especially if Jalen Brown is tired of Jason Tatum not passing the ball that he wants to leave, and Kevin Durant is already getting tired of the Suns and Bradley Beal never playing. He's also threatening to request a trade. So what would you think if they trade like Kevin Durant for like Jalen Brown and who's someone else from like Pritchard or somebody?
It's a lot of people need to get. I think Jalen Brown needs his own team. Kevin Durant, I realize no matter what you want to say, he needs his own team. He needs to be the star of his own team. He doesn't want to be the star of his own team. He wants to be on
He
the
don't
team.
got it. He can't be the star of his own team. The only time he's ever won was when he was the second option next to Steph Curry.
He can be the best player on the team, but doesn't want to be the star of the
He
team.
doesn't want it.
Does that make sense? Like he want to be the best. Like he's like on the war when he was with the Warriors, he's the best. The best player, but he wasn't the star player.
Yeah, because it was still Steph's team.
And then with this
It's
team,
almost like with the Heat, like when LeBron came, like
yeah,
LeBron was the best player, but it was still Dwayne Wade's team because he'd always been there.
mm-hmm. It's like that, yeah. 'Cause, I mean, what he went to the Brooklyn. That's when they tried to make him the star, but that didn't work out because him and James Harden. I guess because
Him, James Harden, and Kyrie, yeah.
and
They
Ben
well
Simmons,
one
yeah.
one they never really played together, and then when they got Ben Simmons for Harden, Simmons was really
Then it's
never
like
playing.
yeah, and that's like three people that don't want to be the star of the team. So you have three
It's
superstars, but none of them want to be the star. James Harden,
it's funny how he's been
well,
cursed
James
because
Harden
it's
want to
like
be the star.
he like Kevin Durant won those two cheap championships by joining the Warriors after they had won the most regular
Yeah,
season games ever and lost to the Cavs. He joined their team just to make them like a juggernaut. And ever since then, like remember he snapped his leg in the Toronto series, and then every time he's tried to cheat again by getting on a team with like two or three All Stars, it's, or about keeps on doing one team with three All Stars. It seems like that one of them are always injured. Like no matter how many super teams he tries to make, the guys are never able to play together because
or fat.
one of the three are always injured.
Or James Harden came in fat. Fat
Yeah,
James. He came in. Oh yeah, that situation. Or I mean, yeah, because with the whole Brooklyn situation, I felt like yeah they tried to make him the star, but he didn't want to be the star. Kyrie Irving, Kyrie Irving don't want to be the star, and then James Harden gonna step up, but if James Harden the star, your team ain't going
I
nowhere.
think Kyrie, like before he got injured, was playing really well, and he really understood like that second fiddle role. Like basically, like he's still gets like a lot of first fiddle time because it's like
He's star.
Luke he usually gets subbed out first. So when Luka goes to his first break, he comes back in, and then it's like the Kyrie show. It's the Kyrie show whenever Luka's out, and
Yep.
then when Luka's in, he gets easier buckets because they're focusing so much on Luka that a lot of times, and Luka's a great passer, that he could get him the ball and get him easy shots. So he has time as where he's running the things and he's the man like he's used to, and also times where he's kind of playing the sidekick role and excelling on like catch and shoot or catch and finishes.
True that. Yeah, then true, and then I seen that Brandon Jennings said that Kevin Durant is
Needs
just
to leave.
wasting. Yeah, needs to leave Phoenix. He's wasting his time. And I
If
mean,
he leaves again, man,
where's he gonna go?
he's gonna be stained. I
He's
feel
already.
like you know what I'm saying he's gonna be stained almost like James Harden. You can't be on like four teams in 5 years and you ask for four trades. Like that's a no go.
But do you put James Harden and Kevin Durant in
At
the
a
same
certain
boat?
point, it's not everyone else, it's you.
True, but I mean, do you put them in the same boat, James Harden and Kevin Durant, or you feel like it's the same thing but two different situations, but they both doing it two different ways?
It's different ways because James Harden has this whole like emotional roller coaster where he feels like playing it or not,
Mm-hmm.
and Kevin Durant just gets butthurt all the time. So I still hate you, KD,
What team do you see him
because
on?
got my original Twitter ban. If you're new to this channel,
So what team do you see him? I can see. Okay, so I see the teams that need people really bad is the Boston is the Detroit Pistons,
well, yeah,
the
they're like the
Utah
Spurs.
Jazz, Utah Jazz, Sacramento. I can see Sacramento Kings needs a star.
De'Aaron Fox ain't their star.
Nah, I need a bigger star. You can't be no star when it's under 6'2". I mean, you start playing, you good, really good, but you need somebody else. And Sabonis isn't cracking it.
Yeah,
And then you got Malik Monk. So you got two. You basically got two point guards and then him. So basically, like you basically like on the same level as the Portland Trailblazers when Dame Lillard and what's his name McCullum was on there
yeah.
because they both could shoot really good. But Monk, he can't shoot that good. Some games
He's streaky. He's not
he's streaky.
consistent.
So if you got a streaky Malik Monk and a good Sabonis added together, that gives me a McCullum. Gives me a CJ McCullum. And then you got a Dame Lillard, and that's what you got. You can't, like you always tell me, you can't win. You can't win.
Yeah, teams with two small guards have a tough time winning